Hi, it's Kathleen, and today we're mic'd up at the thrift store. Let's see what we can find. I'm not really sure what we're looking for today. I'm thinking spring. I'm thinking pastels. I'm thinking that's cliche, but there's a reason it's cliche, you know? Why does Mickey look like a dad in this? Who is that? Kind of love this. First, let's test how far away I can get from my camera before it disconnects. How's it hanging? Got some bangers on the playlist today. Can you hear me? Good. Okay, now I have to walk all the way back and get you. Jeez. It's almost like it would be nice if you weren't just an inanimate object that I had to carry around with me. Someday you'll grow legs, my sweet little friend. Whenever I come to this thrift store, I always look at the furniture. Sorry, we almost crashed. Furniture first, and the art. They usually have really good big art. Not like I need any, but hey, let's check it out. Oh. He's here. This thing's only $13. This big boy. How am I supposed to get over here? Whoa, are we seeing this? This is gorgissimo. It's missing so many of the petals, but it's only $4.99. Let me bring you closer. Hello, gorgeous. Wonder if this has a brand on it. Please don't fall on me. Please don't fall on me. Oh God, this is a bad idea. I shouldn't do this. Incredible. Let's continue. Okay, so the furniture was a little bit of a flop. It was in its flop era. Let's try one of my happy places. The shoes. Do I need any shoes? No. It's never stopped me before. Ooh, penny loafers. Nada. Nothing. Ooh, we love a geometric moment. Fun, funky, but is it fresh? The jury's still out. Too small, but very fun. Oh, almost crashed again. I'm not treating you as very precious cargo, am I? Whoa. I haven't been to this thrift store in a while, and I forgot that it's one of those thrift stores that has just a lot of new stuff, a lot of repetition, like the same item. They got a bunch of it. So nothing's quite tingling my wingle yet, you know what I mean? Oh, these are chunky. It's like a mixture between a chukka and a loafer. Not my vibe, but I'm sure it's somebody's. Just realized that my necklaces have probably been clinking right in your ears. Sorry for the shimmy. That was grotesque. Love the chocolate brown suede. Imagine these with like some white tights. These feel very like Dior. Maybe you're not so bad, shoe section. Maybe you're not so bad. I've been looking for a new wallet for a little while. I like mine. I got it in Japan a couple years ago. This might give it a run for its money. Whoa. What color is this? Wow. Not practical for everyday use, but very cute. I've been working on collecting like new office. Can you even, hello, organization? It's kind of fun. I mean, who doesn't need a giant pear stamp? And another one? I'm sensing a theme. What's my toxic trait, and why is it that whenever I see just a pad of white paper, I have to get it? 99 cents. Of course I'm getting it. Oh my gosh. Pick a card. Any card. These are incredible. You never know what you're gonna find in the artwork. You never know what treasure awaits. Whoa. Whoa. I guess it'd be helpful if I showed you, huh? Wooden nativity. Nativity. Ah! I just pinched my finger so hard. Oh! I'm fine. Oh. That was one of those sensations that just makes you instantly angry. A quick and powerful rage that burns hotter than the sun. Ooh, look at this. Carrots. I don't think there's a better visual metaphor for the Wild West that is the thrift store than the just absolutely chaotic amount of knives. Raw dogging it. Look how cute. No, never mind. You'll never know. Alright, let's really get down to business. Let's look for spring. What better place to start than the sweaters? No. The heck is that? Sorry, bestie. This is just a bag. But it was a shirt. You got me again, thrift store. You got me again. I do like this shape. Square. All right, let's try the skirts. Ooh, oh my gosh. Do you hear this song? What's it called? Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer? Is that who it's by? Funny thing about this song, ooh, this is cute. I used to read, am I really gonna say this on the internet? Yeah, we're all friends here. I used to read My Chemical Romance fan fiction named after this song. Who said that? I didn't say that. Prove it. And since I told you, you have to tell me what fan fiction you read or read? Question mark? What is this? I no longer partake. Wattpad? More like what? Wattpad? I'm so embarrassed. Says the person talking to herself in the thrift store. Why are you looking over there? Look over here. Can't face me after I told you my secret. Thought we were friends, but I guess now we're enemies. Ooh, wrappy skirts. I like that. I've really been looking for like structural skirts, maybe something with a channel that I can tie it up with. Maybe I can add a channel to something. I've looked into it before. It doesn't look too hard. Potentially a future thrift flip. I like that thrift flip because it doesn't like ruin the original garment. You're just adding the potential for customization. Ooh, little free people. A cool $19.99 at the thrift store. Come on. Would be cute though. You know what section of this specific thrift store has never disappointed me? The dresses. I've found some amazing vintage finds here before. Business romper. Cannot wait to show you this. So fingers crossed that this section doesn't disappoint us. Oh, hellish. No, 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 no. No. So far, I'm disappointed, except I did just find a bowling shirt. Something smells so bad over here. What could it be? What's this? Oh! If I hadn't been wearing these glasses, I would have been blinded. I am going to a wedding on Saturday, and it's very fancy. Hit 'em with the two-piece set. Anyways, I'm going to a wedding. Don't really know what I'm gonna wear. Maybe my little silk shimmy shake green dress. I actually haven't been able to like wear her anywhere yet. But I mean, I wouldn't say no if I find something else. If destiny calls, I must answer. No. Please. Please. Business romper. She's all I've ever wanted. Two-piece set that I don't really want, but I did want to show you. My other camera died, but that won't defeat us. We still have to look through the shirts, specifically the tiny tops. What's better for spring than a teeny tiny little topperino? Perfect. Oh, fart. I forgot my water. Come with me. Hold on to your butts, babies. Your stinky butts. Don't look at my dishes, they're clean. I just haven't put them away. Okay, you're not my mom. She wouldn't care anyways. Come on. Hey. Okay. You have to drink water. Do you have some? Why not? You better have some by the time I get upstairs. And that's a threat. That's a threat. It's a threat. Oh. Should I get more coffee? I don't think I need any more. Do you ever just want to drink water like Tommy Pickles drinks his bottle? Good morning. How'd you sleep? Did you have any dreams? Were they scary? I hope not. outfit change. So after all that time spent frolicking at the thrift store yesterday, I spent a whopping $5 and bought 3 items. Let's just call them items. I didn't even bring them up. Can you tell I'm all over the place today? She's got energy and she doesn't know where to put it. I'll be back. Can you still hear me? Am I still recording? Mother Mary, full of grace. I need to water my plants. Da, 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 da. Yep, I was recording that whole time, wasn't I? Stuff. I didn't buy any clothes. 1, because the selection wasn't great. Bless me, actually. And 2, you don't always have to buy clothes. You can just go and see what speaks to you. And let's talk about the thing that spoke to me the loudest. It shouted in my face. These bad boys. These are little vintage party serving trays. And I actually have a set of these that we use all the time for snacks. I've literally seen these online and almost dropped $50 on them. I love a playing card motif. It's the good stuff. And I also love how sassy this queen looks. Look at her bombastic side eye. Sorry I dropped you. Made in Japan, super cool, 99 cents. I'll tell you a little secret. I think they were 99 cents a piece, but the cashier just rung them all up as 99 cents total. Another 99-cent item. Paper stack. What I really hope is that there's like a glued side. So this is like a memo pad. I fear that it's literally just a stack of 500 little tiny papers that are gonna go everywhere. But let's find out together. Please. I beg of thee. Oh yeah. These are gonna go flying. Dang it. What's really important is now I have a just metric ton of little tiny pieces of paper that I can draw little drawings on, and it'll be so fun. The last thing is the first thing we saw in the video. Vintage Disney. I think it might actually be a tablecloth, not a sheet, because it does have rounded corners. The colors in this, delightful. And I need your help, y'all. This is what you're here for. I would love to make something truly spectacular with this, but I don't know what to make. I made a dress recently. I made some panel pants recently. What's the next step in our crafting journey? I just remembered something. Hold on. So when I was filming my How to Thrift series, if you haven't watched it, there she blows. I found this pattern. You can't see that. It's like an overdress, not quite a pinafore or apron, but it has like these open sides and button-up details, these big old like sailor collars. And wouldn't that be a fun layering piece? Especially if we did it in a wild pattern such as this. What do you think, Jelly? Anka? Thoughts? It's unanimous. We'll try it. However, not in this video. That will come in the future, so make sure that you're subscribed so you can catch it whenever it drops. If you live in the Midwest, do you also have weekly tornado drills that you always forget about and you think that you're in Silent Hill for one terrifying moment every week? With that, I think it's time for me to get out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this week. Next week, I'm gonna be on vacation, so I think we're gonna do kind of like a junk food video. That's something that's just fun to watch. And it's something that I need your help with. So I actually already asked people over on Instagram to help me out with it. And if you wanna partake in polls and questions in the future, then feel free to follow me over there at Kathleen Illustrated. I hope you have a lovely week. Drink your water. Okay, love you, bye. 3 kisses for you.